This is Julianne Condia, host of Rewritten. Thank you so much for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Hey, this is Lee.
And this is Chelsea.
And we are the host of your new favorite sales podcast, See Jane Sell.
Join us every Thursday for a new episode where we will tackle the realistic world of sales and maybe teach you a thing or two along the way.
You can subscribe to See Jane Sell on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, CastBox, and Spotify. Thanks, and enjoy the following podcast on Public House Media.
I believe that the greatest gift you can give your family and the world is a healthy you. Joyce Meyer. I believe that the greatest gift you can give your family and the world is a healthy you. Man, I completely agree with that quote. The best thing you can do for yourself, the best thing you can do for those around you, the best thing you can do for the people that you serve and you love and you are hanging out with every single day is a healthy you. And how do you do that? We live in a world where we are on the go 24/7. We live in a world where convenience is king. We live in a world where it is not popular to be healthy. In fact, there are over millions and millions of people, like 250 million people in our country alone here in the United States that are overweight, are struggling with diseases, are struggling with being a healthy version of themselves. And that's not really the way God intended it to be for us. And so today I want to share with you some simple routines, some little things that you can do that will have massive impact on your day, massive impact on your life, that it will help you live a healthier life just by simply doing these small things in your day. And I know a lot of people are thinking, Kim, I don't have time for anything else. I don't have time to take care of myself. I don't have the money to take care of myself. I don't have the willpower to take care of myself. Well, guess what? When you do take care of yourself, when you do take the small amounts of time that it takes and make these into routines for you, you will have more time. You will have more energy. You will have more money, and you will understand the power of taking care of the one body that you have for yourself in this world. So first and foremost, I guess I wanted to say thank you for joining me here today on Public House Media. Thank you so much for plugging into and pushing play on this podcast. I am so grateful that you are here with me, and it is that you take the time just to listen in to what I have to say here and what I have to share. And if you would be so kind as to not only listen in, but also share this with a friend, go to iTunes and leave a rating and review. That helps so many more people find the podcast, and it helps us spread the word of positivity across this world. We're here to help women and help men to rise up out of their current situation and live their best life. And if you love what we're doing here and you want to have more time of healthy living and really focus in with a positive group of people, I encourage you to reach out to me on Facebook or my email. Go to my website, choosetoriseup.com, and connect with me there and see if you can be a part of our Together We Rise group, where we focus on nutrition, we focus on fitness, we focus on supporting each other, and just living out some of these routines that I'm going to share with you today. So thank you again for joining me today. Thank you to Public House Media for everything you do and all that you are to allow my voice to spread out all across this world. It's amazing that we just started this with, just going live here on the Facebook page, and now it's turned into an amazing podcast that is broadcast in Hungary on the radio station. Shout out to Amana FM, and also like seeing where my podcast reaches. I recently found out that Bahamas is a huge place for the podcast. Israel is a great place for the podcast. If you're from those locations, fist bump to you. Thank you so much for listening in. And if you're here in the United States, I love you as well. Let's keep sharing the word and messaging and getting more and more people into living in a positive state, because that's really what this whole mission is about, helping people rise up out of their current self and living their best life. All right, so how do we do that? Let's say I have actually 6 things here that can really be helpful ways for you to live a positive life. Number 1 is quiet time. And this one is really hard to get in a sense of like where we live and how we live in a go mentality, never really having any downtime. But when I started implementing this quiet time into my mornings, actually, I get up in the morning, my alarm goes off. The first thing I do is pop in my AirPods and I listen to a podcast podcast, a short, it's the show, Quote of the Day by Sean Croxton. And they're short podcasts under 15 minutes, usually under 10 minutes. And it's just a great way of getting started. So I'm listening to that as I'm getting my go-go juice, as I'm kind of walking in their house, you go in the bathroom, all those things, like kind of really getting myself up. Then I sit down here at my desk and I get out my devotion. Right now I'm going through Bound Blessings, which I just had here, Bound Blessings devotion. And if you head over to her website, boundblessings.com, pick up her book here. You can get it from anywhere in the world. So for all my international listeners, but if you get Bound Blessings, it is a beautiful devotion. It comes in it's here, and also has a journal that goes with it as well. She is raising money for the Children's Center here at the University of Iowa Hospital. It's their dance marathon, and 50% of her of the book goes towards that fundraiser. So she is an amazing young woman. She's a college student. Has a gift for sharing. And so if you have not yet picked up your Bound Blessings devotion, please go do that. So that was one thing that I do. I get up in the morning, I have some quiet time. I connect with God, I connect with my maker and talk to him and thank him so much for everything that he's given me, starting with affirmations, starting with positivity, starting my day with some quiet time and attitude of gratitude with my maker has changed my life. Okay. So being able to really get connected and know that quiet time with him is how I'm going to start my day. It helps carry my positive attitude throughout the rest of the day, carries that feeling of blessing, carries that feeling of gratitude throughout the rest of my day. And it just is a great way to start and get myself grounded right away. The second routine that I would highly recommend you get into your life is having breakfast. Now, I know we've heard this since we were super little and it's still a thing, right? Eating breakfast every day not only starts your body with energy because food is fuel. And so starting your day with good energy into your system, it also helps your metabolism get running. It helps your body start burning calories. It starts all the systems in your body going. So not only eating breakfast, but making sure it's a quality breakfast, whole foods. Skip the drive-through line. Skip the Pop-Tarts and the processed stuff or the sugar-laden coffees. Go for something that's going to be healthy for you, something that you can make up and meal prep. I've got a couple other podcasts about that. Or if you want to learn more about meal prepping, contact me individually and I can work with you on that. It's become one of my passions is helping people live a healthy life. And making sure that when you're starting your day, fueling it with high quality, whole foods, God-made foods, will not only help your system get moving and running, but it will also give you the energy that you need to go throughout the rest of your day. Going right along with that, habit number 3 is more water. 70% of your body is made up with water. Every system in your body functions best when it has more water. And so the more water you can put into your day, the better. And I try to drink, I don't have my cup with me right now, but I have a 24-ounce cup that I use. And I try to do that 4 times a day. The recommendation is half of your body weight in ounces of water. So if you're a 100-pound person, you're going to drink 50 ounces of water in a day. If you're a 200-pound person, you're going to drink 100 ounces of water in a day and really aim for that. And yes, you're going to have to pee a lot when you first start, but the more your body gets used to the water coming in, it's going to absorb it more and it's going to function better. You're going to have more energy. You're going to be able to flush out all the toxins of our life. We have so much going around externally from us, not even the toxins that are in our system of what we consume, like with the foods that we eat. Yes, I used air quotes there because it's not really always food, technically what we're eating. But also the stuff around us, the things that are absorbed through our skin, through the air, and the things that are in our environment. Chemicals and things like that. And so having more water in your body allows your body to flush those things out of you. Now, the 4th habit that I have for you today is movement, getting active in your day in some sort of way. We live in a very sedentary society, right? So we sit at our jobs all day. We sit and we get home because we're so tired. We sit and we sit and we sit and we sit in our cars for long periods of time trying to commute to our jobs, or we sit all day long. And it's just sitting is the new smoking. And if you can get up and move at least 5, a few minutes for every hour that you're awake, you're going to be able to, one, keep the blood flowing in your system, keep all of everything functioning well, keep your muscles loose, keep the blood flowing through them as well to help keep things moving throughout your system and your body functioning well. At least getting 30 minutes of exercise in a day, whether that's pushing play in a workout like we do every day, whether that's getting outside and taking a walk, whether that's just being active. And many of you maybe have a very active job. And so that's good that you're moving on a daily basis, but making sure that you're getting high quality, heart rate up type of movement in your system helps your body be stronger, helps your lung capacity get better, helps just your whole function of your systems work in a better way. So move, move, move. Number 5 is positive words. Now you can fill your body with the best foods. You can fill you can do as much movement as you want, but if you're not believing in yourself and having positive words go in and out of you, the rest of it really just won't matter so much. So I was working with a woman recently, and she has all the right activities, right? She knows she needs to move. She knows she needs to eat well. She's been working on all of that kind of stuff, but the words that come out of her mouth don't match her behaviors. And so then pretty soon after she's been working and grinding and to do all these things, life gets hard. And then she stops doing it because she doesn't believe she's worth it. And so when you can really dive into that quiet time with God and finding more positive ways to uplift yourself and find positive things in your day, surrounding yourself with positive people, surrounding yourself with positive messaging, cutting out the news, cutting out negative people, cutting out the drama, cutting out the gossip, all of those negative things. Even I give you 1,000% permission to go through your Facebook feed and unfriend or unfollow the people that fill your feed with stuff that you don't want to see. This happens to me a lot. People friend request me, or I friend request some people that I think would be great positive people into my newsfeed. And then there's like a bunch of swear words or like negative talk or drama popping up. And I'm like, quickly unfollow. I don't need that in my life. I also don't watch the news very often, like hardly ever, because 90% of what's on the news is not positive. And why would I want to fill my head with negative drama, negative things, negative energy? So positive words, positive people, positive information, positive and uplifting things like Choose to Rise here, other podcasts here at Public House Media, like Rewritten and Your Life Matters, and there's so many good things that you can be doing. The Morning Uplift, there are so many amazing podcasts right here on Public House Media that you can be listening into, but also just others in general. Like I mentioned before, the quote of the day, I also listen to a lot of John Maxwell leadership podcasts. I listen to Brooke Castillo. I'm always filling my heart and my head with things that are going to empower me, going to uplift me. And then in turn, the things that are going in, I'm digesting. And then those are the things that I'm bringing to you as well. So being able to intake and put out positive things in this world will drastically change your life for the good. And the last one that I think gets overlooked a lot, but I think is a fabulous routine to have in your day to have a super healthy life. There's been lots of studies out there that show generosity and giving and serving in that kind of realm helps you be a healthier and happier person. I know for myself personally that I have the greatest joy in my life when I see other people succeed in this world, when I am able to give my time, give my energy, give my even my money and my resources to people who are doing good things, right? And so when I can volunteer, when I can support somebody in their journey of health, when I can, help one of my teammates earn more money in her business, when I can give more and have a generous heart, generosity leads to more positivity. Generosity leads to more happiness. And it's not even just like them having the something. You get so much in return for being a generous person. So if you want to live a healthier life, if you want to live a happier life, give more of what you have to other people. The woman in the Bible who had like the 5 pence, and she had the 1 coin or 2 pence, and she gave both of them in the offering plate at church that day, and that's all she had. Like that is not only faith in that she's going to have more, that God's going to take care of her, but it's also the best feeling that she could ever have. And when she knew that she could give that to somebody else and that it was going to go for good because it was going to the church, like, oh, what a feeling, right? And what a powerful statement that was right there in that verse. So number 1, get some quiet time in your day. Be focused on what God's made you to be and where you can be. And a great way to do that is to get a Bound Blessings book. Like, look at these. They are short, they're sweet. There's a journal that goes with it as well. You can get that. I think it's $10 American that you can get this devotion, and they're amazing topics. She has a beautiful gift for writing, grounded in scripture. It's amazing. So one, get that. It'd be a perfect way for you to start your quiet time. Number two, get a high quality breakfast, something that is going to fill you up, get some protein in you, get some veggies in you, get some good fuel for your day so that you can, food is fuel, and we use it as fuel. It will make us healthier and happier and have us a great day. Number three, more water. Flood yourself with water, flush out those toxins, flush out the negative stuff about you, and just live life more free. Number four is movement. Get active. Get moving on a daily basis. Move every hour. Maybe you set an alarm on your phone to do that. Maybe you get a fitness tracker that buzzes at you every 55 minutes. Whatever it is, move in your day. Don't just sit. Number five is positive words. Positive words in, positive words out. It will do drastic things for your health and your happiness. And number six is generosity, making sure that you are taking advantage of giving to others and being a part of other people's lives in a positive way. And if you want to connect more with me, if you want to hear more about what we do here, you can head over to my website, chooseToRiseUp.com, and just be a part of the message there and be a part of the community there. If you go to my website, chooseToRiseUp.com, and scroll down at the bottom, there's a connect with me section, and you can fill that out, and I'd be happy to connect with you and be a part of what you're doing here. Good morning, ladies. I did not see that you were on. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Noelle. You can connect with me on my website. You can find more of our episodes there as well, and on Podbean and in iTunes, and leave a rating review helps so much. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you have a fabulous day. And I will hopefully see you again here next time. Bye.